Hello, my name is Karan Vig. I'm a fashion designer. I'm based out of Jaipur and I'm an educationist as well. I work for the uplifting of the LGBTQ community as well. I think sexual orientation is something which comes from within, and it does limit your stuffs like whenever you're growing up in a community where people probably think that they cannot adjust with you, or they might not become your allies. So then they start putting up comments and all, and when you start putting up a front foot against the community, you are going against the wind. And when you go against the wind, of course there's going to be a lot of comments, there are lots of people who are going to be pitting against you. And probably when it comes to your family, and if they are also not supportive of you, then you feel like, yes, being in a community, you have been in a very problematic era where you need to be decisively decisive about your sexuality, about your orientation, and about your decision of probably coming out in a country like India, where you need to think twice before coming out. I think in the very initial stages, I did think about wearing a garment which was probably not worthy of fitting in a society which is so per se formals. A men should wear formal, or should be wearing something which is going to be very proactively associated with my gender. So orientation has got something. For example, I started wearing saris in very initial ages of, let's say, 2016 and 2017, and when I started viewing myself in that particular garment, it was always a comment that it is a garment which is made for women. It is a garment which is 6.5 yard and of a pure elegance, and it is only supportive when a woman wears it. So I do not find any difference between it, because that 6.5 yard garment, when it goes below your belt, is a dhoti and it is worn by men, but when it goes above your shoulder and your chest, it becomes a sari. So I don't think there's any gender orientation or garment orientation which you should always think about. But yes, problems come into your life, and that is what a person from the I think LGBTQ community has become synonymous to problems. This is wonderful question, because I belong from educational department as well. I'm an academician, and while teaching, we go and meet the youth, the generation which is going to be the posterity of India. And when we see them, we find them probably making smirks and laughs when they see somebody which is not male and not female. So they start making fun of you in such a way where you probably start feeling questionable, and you start hindering yourself, and you start hindering your growth. But there's one question which comes to their mind, is that person who is standing in front of them is their teacher. So when that teacher formula comes in front, I think the child always centralizes himself, and the way you make connection with the child. If education institutes start having more LGBTQI plus teachers or allies in the educational field, I think kids are going to really mold themselves in such a way where they understand, okay, that is a person who also belongs to the community. That is a person which also has a right which is equivalent to male or female. When you see media, it's very open platform for everybody to give their ideas, to explore their sexualities, to do whatever they think of, and all publicity is positive and negative when it comes to media. We come across many reels which showcase transgenders as what they are not actually. They showcase gays as a part of mimicry, or people make fun of them as well. They need such kind of publicity because they want people to get views on their reels and YouTube videos. But just for the sake of reels and views, they can probably make fun of one community, one gender identity, which is a questionable, objectable question, that why people would delve into such a kind of heinous crime, I would say, that they can make fun of one community, and this is completely shambolic to the fake activism which is going on Instagram, which is against per se the LGBTQI community.